Hello,
Hi.
welcome to Sugar.
And spice.
So we are breaking a long silence. You could say oath of silence. It almost felt like
Yeah.
that. We're breaking that with two stories and two short, really short stories. And we say short stories, we're referring to 1 to 2 minute tales, which we will be reading out for you because we like them. And we'll
It's a
start.
little different this time.
Yeah,
So,
it's a little different this time. Of course, we'll follow with the usual, but we thought let's make a start with this. So we'll be reading out these short tales for you. So listen because they're so short that they'll get over before you think they've even started.
and rest for us, it's for you to imagine the rest. Yeah.
Absolutely. And these are by unknown authors. Okay. So we'll start with the first one. So Deepti, are you going first?
You can go first.
Okay. So this is how the one that I plan to read out for you goes. Julian stared at the oil painting in the gallery's dim corner. The canvas showed a modern man sitting in a leather chair, holding a gold pocket watch. The details were perfect, down to the small scar on the man's left thumb. Julian touched his own left thumb. The scar was identical. The plaque below the frame read, Portrait of an Unknown Gentleman, 1892. Julian felt the room spin. He had never posed for a painter, and he certainly was not alive in the 19th century. He pulled his smartphone from his pocket to take a photo. As the screen lit up, he caught his reflection in the glass covering the artwork. Behind his reflection, an elderly gallery guard stood very close. He looks just like you, doesn't he? The guard whispered. Julian nodded, his breath shallow. How is this possible? The guard smiled, revealing a row of perfectly straight, modern dental implants. He reached into his coat and pulled out a gold pocket watch. Because, Julian, you haven't left for 1892 yet, but your train departs in 10 minutes. And that's
My God. Yeah.
where the story ends. Yeah. So we,
Sometimes, yeah, it comes in small packages, right?
oh yes, and
Really.
something like when we go to railway stations, and you meet somebody for just a few seconds, you see
True.
someone when the train goes by, something like that. So we move on to the next story, and this one.
Which reminds me when you told me about the station, mine is also on those lines.
All
So
right.
let's look at that
Okay.
next.
So we'll move on to the
Take-
next one. Okay,
Moving
Deepti.
on.
Yeah, here goes.
So mine is called The Last Train. The station was empty at midnight. Arthur sat on the bench. He waited for a train that stopped running 5 years ago. A man in a dark coat sat next to him. She is not coming, the man said. Arthur nodded. I know. Then why stay? Arthur looked at his watch. It was frozen at 11:54. Because as long as I wait, we never said goodbye. The stranger stood up as the cold wind blew. We already did, he whispered, and vanished into the fog. There ends my story.
Gives you goosebumps. Yes,
Yeah.
a story like that. I mean, short, but so potent, so full of
And
life.
it
if I
leaves
can-
the reader exactly, and it's for the reader to decide what happens later,
Absolutely. So build on that imagination,
Absolutely.
and while you're working on that, we'll get back with
Very, very soon
More
with
stories.
proper, sessions where we used to have longer sessions.
the longer stories. Meanwhile, as we always say, do send in your feedback. We welcome that, suggestions, topics that you would like us to share stories on from all around the world.
So until next time, from our home to yours, it's bye bye from Sugar and
Spice. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.